These awards are a testament to your hard work and dedication. Before we begin introducing this year's honorees, I'd like to turn it over to someone who also truly understands and appreciates the commitment you have to the UD community. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome University of Delaware President Dennis Sasanis to say a few words.
Good evening, Bill, and a warm welcome to everyone who is here with us to attend this very special event organized by the UD Alumni Association. Elaine and I are always delighted to be part of truly this magnificent event, and especially because we have truly outstanding people with amazing accomplishments. Let's give a hand to these people here and all the other people. And as you know, tonight's event is especially meaningful to me because my last one. Yes, it is my last one. I will be president till June 30th, and obviously I want to reiterate what I've said before. It has been truly a distinct honor and privilege to serve all of you in our amazing Blue Hand community. I know I speak for Eleni right there when I say that our hearts are full of pride and gratitude to each and every member of our amazing community. Thank you. Thank you deep from our heart. We'll be Blue Hands forever, I want to assure you of that. And my tie is a testament to that. And as I said at the very beginning, what a better way to wrap up the year together, and our time here together, by applauding the recipients of tonight's UD Alumni Association Awards. Everyone has demonstrated a profound commitment to excellence, personify what the University of Delaware is all about. Their true Blue Hand spirit is more than evident across their professional accomplishments, their volunteerism, their philanthropy, and so many other dimensions. Certainly service, and I know firsthand some of them, by their involvement, the Board of Trustees, the President's Leadership Council, many of the advisory boards of departments, so many other activities have been giving their all to the university. So, again, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the esteemed winners. But I first want to acknowledge our two recent graduates, Isabella Haney and Grace Mahoney. Let's give them a hand. Although their incredibly journeys full of dreams are just beginning, they've already begun to shape our world for the better. We cannot wait, ladies, to see all your accomplishments and what you bring to our community in the future. Next, to our esteemed alumni, Carol Fleetwood Baker, Mary Ellen Payne, Brigadier General James Benson, Carl Lieberman, and Joe McDonough. Your personal professional accomplishments are an example to all Blue Hands, both students and alumni. You have shown us time and time again what a UD education can truly make possible. You are genuine change makers, and the remarkable impact each of you has created across your many communities is an inspiration to us all. So I extend my deepest gratitude to each of you for your ongoing commitment to UD, and thank you for continuing to share your expertise, your talents, your encouragement with our students, our faculty, and staff. They're amazing role models. Let's give them one more round of applause. Now, the support of our dedicated alumni, all of you in the room, is one of UD's most valuable resources. We're privileged to count so many engaged and supporting alumni as part of our university family. I think we have 230,000, but Laura Simeon would know the exact number. So probably she's counting right now. There's been so much growth and improvement at UD during the time that Eleni and I have been here, and this is the direct result of your ongoing involvement, including the completion of our $1 billion campaign and counting. So by giving, mentoring, volunteering, and celebrating at events like this one, you help us build a stronger, more connected university. Your example reminds us that a UD education extends well beyond classrooms and laboratories, and wherever students go and whatever they accomplish, it all starts here. And before we go on with the program, I know there are a lot of celebrities in the room, but be remiss if I didn't acknowledge a couple of people. We have here our Provost Laura Carlson, who will be the President interim. Let's give her a hand. And I also do want to acknowledge my brother, Tony Allen, right here. President of Delaware State University, and his lovely wife, Elena. I really cherish our friendship all these years, and wish all the best to you, especially during this very difficult time. So with that, I'm going to return it back to Bill. Congratulations to you all, and enjoy the lovely evening.
So thank you, President Sanas. You'll notice that I asked him to just stay here for a moment.
Is this in the program?
This is not in the program. It's in my program. Dennis Sanas, President Sanas, your support of the UD Alumni Association during your presidency has been very greatly appreciated, and especially towards our capital projects like the Alumni Circle. So therefore, the association has a small token of appreciation for your partnership over the years and your commitment to UD, our students, and our alumni community. A listing of all former award recipients can be found in your program, many of whom are here with us tonight. Would all past award recipients please stand or wave to be recognized? Thanks for joining us to help celebrate this year's recipients and for continuing to make your UD family proud. Now, the nominators, mentors, friends, and family of this year's honorees will introduce the recipients. We'll begin today's ceremony with the University of Delaware Alumni Association's Emily Pusey Warner and Alexander J. Taylor Senior Awards, which honor outstanding students from the senior class. Nominees demonstrate outstanding qualities of academic achievement, as well as leadership and community service, as exemplified by Mrs. Warner and Mr. Taylor. It's my pleasure to introduce Ray Peters, Assistant Director with the Honors College and a member of the classes of 1980 and 1982, to introduce our first award recipient.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce Isabel Haney, the 2025 recipient of the UDAA Warner Award for Outstanding Senior. 2 weeks ago, Bella graduated with an honors degree in criminal justice, concentrating in law and society with minors in criminal justice and philosophy. I've known her for 3 of her 4 years at UD, first as a student in my course, then as a writing fellow under my supervision. As a student, she was excellent. As a writing fellow, she was top-notch. To give you an idea of the way students think of Bella, I want to share 2 typical comments from this semester's evaluations. One student wrote, "Bella was super helpful with my writing, and she always seemed genuinely excited to talk with me." Another one said, "She is extremely personable, efficient, and doesn't change her writing. Instead, she gives advice and makes sure she gets to the bottom of your story, what you were trying to say, in your own voice." Love her. If your introduction to Bella was on paper, as was mine, you may make the mistake, as I did, of thinking she is a typical high-achieving student. After meeting her in person, you would realize that there is nothing typical about her. Bella has muscular dystrophy, which limits her ability to get around. Despite this, she was determined to live a typical student life, taking full course load while actively engaged in student activities and volunteer work. And did she ever? During the past year, she served as both the president and the executive vice president of the UD Student Government Association. That's a long story, ask her. During her junior year, she served as the SGA treasurer, and the year before that as accessibility senator. In addition, she was a member of the President's Student Advisory Board. She also served as an intern for Governor Carney's legal counsel, and as a community legal service aide, she provided free legal service to vulnerable Delawareans with disabilities. She did all this and more while devoting many hours to her work as a writing fellow. It has been my pleasure to teach honor students for many years. The best of them impress me with their many interests, their deep engagement in all sorts of things, and their seemingly unlimited energy running from one thing to the next. Bella shares these characteristics, but she has had to master a much more complicated logistics to get from place to place. I admire her determination and resilience, her grace under pressure in doing this. Bella is very, very nice. She is also very, very tough. Next year, Bella plans to attend law school. She has already made a difference at the University of Delaware, and she will continue to make a difference. I believe she will become a great lawyer and an advocate for disability rights. Congratulations, Bella, on earning the UD Alumni Association's 2025 Warner Award.
Thank you. Can I leave this with you? Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was amazing. Can we take a photo? Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. I have them. He mic'd me up. You hear me? Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for the introduction, Professor Peters. Thank you as well for being one of the best I've had the privilege of being mentored by at UD, and someone who greatly shaped me as a person overall. I'm so beyond thankful to be the recipient of the Warner Award for this academic school year, and I thank the Alumni Association for allowing me this pleasure. Also, to President Asanis, it has been a true pleasure getting to know you over these past few years. You've been a steady and inspiring presence on campus, and I've genuinely enjoyed every opportunity to get to know and work with you. And I believe that sentiment was mutual, and I feel incredibly fortunate to be one of the students who had the chance to form a relationship with you, so I thank you. You are just one of the reasons as to why I will always look back on my time at UD with a great appreciation. I would first like to thank the Honors College and the Accessibility Scholars Program. They both gave me an immediate sense of belonging here at UD. The Accessibility Scholars Program provided me with a community to lean on for students with disabilities, which then became the starting point for my later advocacy I did in regards to all students with disabilities here on campus. Without these two starting points, I would not be here on this stage right now, and without Professor Peters, I would certainly not be here right now. Secondly, student life at UD has had a profound impact on me. The Student Government Association, in particular, was home for the past 4 years for me, where I met and worked with amazing students, faculty, and administration. The advice and encouragement I have received, especially from the Student Government Advisor, Tony Duty, and Vice President Jose, who I'm looking for but I cannot find, I see you, has changed my life in ways that I never could have imagined. Thanks to their influence, I've grown tremendously in leadership, confidence, and maturity. I know I'm not alone in feeling this way, with countless other students having been personally positively affected by student life here on campus, since I do believe it is the heart of UD in many ways. Lastly, I would be remiss not to thank the two people without whom none of this would have been possible, my parents, Michelle and Robert Hegney. Their unwavering support and love has carried me every step of the way, and I am endlessly grateful to them. To everyone who has helped me get here, thank you. Thank you to the University of Delaware and Alumni Association for all the experiences you have provided me with. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Matt Hermanow, admissions counselor with UD's Office of Undergraduate Admissions, and I'm pleased to introduce Grace Mahoney, the 2025 recipient of the UDAA Taylor Award for Outstanding Senior. Grace completed an honors degree with distinction with majors in public policy and international relations and with minors in economics, peace and justice studies, global studies with language, Spanish, and history. She used her time at UD to follow her passions. On campus, Grace's leadership was impactful. She worked with me as a campus ambassador, providing tours to a range of audiences, including potential high school students, distinguished alumni, and international counselors. The summer before her senior year, Grace served as a guide for important campus guests when we had fly-in events for international counselors. Fly-in events are specialized tour and information sessions hosted in conjunction with our international recruitment team to welcome high school counselors, secondary school counselors, and foreign government agents who have a stake in the recruitment process for international students coming to study at a US-based higher education institution. Grace was selected out of a pool of 20 other students to serve as the guide for these visiting guests due to her high levels of professionalism and intercultural understanding. As a world scholar, Grace had the opportunity to study abroad 3 times, in Rome, Copenhagen, and Budapest. These experiences encouraged her interest in pursuing international affairs, especially her interests in international conflict, negotiation, and peace building. With her interests better solidified, she requested and designed an internship for herself at Vores Asylborn, a legal aid organization for refugee children and families in Copenhagen, where she saw the need for and created a database that offered better staff collaboration and easier access to case information. She was also vice president of Phi Sigma Pi, managing 16 chairs, organizing fundraising events, leading presentations, and facilitating shadowing opportunities for her chairs. She earned both Tier 1 and Tier 2 certifications with the Blue Hen Leadership Program, was a UD Student Alumni Ambassador, served as a Student Affairs Senator with the Student Government Association, and was the Vice President of Communications on the Community Advisory Board. Grace will represent UD at the University of London's Refugee Law Institute's annual conference this summer and will attend Georgetown University this fall to earn her master's degree in foreign service. Grace, congratulations on earning the UD Alumni Association's 2025 Taylor Award.
Okay, so I do apologize. I'm a little sick, but we're going to get through it together. I'd like to begin by thanking all of you for being here tonight. It is an incredible honor to receive this award, and I am endlessly grateful to the individuals who supported me through my journey at UD. Some of them are here tonight, so I'd like to thank Christine Schultz, Kristen Benninghoff, Ray Peters, and Dean Chagis for their crucial advice, for reading endless application essays, and for their steadfast commitment to the Honors College community. I'd also like to thank Matt Hermanow, my nominator, for nominating me for this award and for facilitating one of my favorite parts of my time here, the Campus Tour Guide program. The fun and encouragement you brought to that role cannot be understated, and I will always look back on my time giving tours fondly. And finally, Jack Dunning, Sam Fogel, Alyssa Martinez, three of my fellow new alums who made sure my time at UD was filled with as much laughter and spontaneity as it was with personal growth and academic pursuits. I cannot wait to see the amazing attitudes and passion they will bring to their future careers and how much joy they will bring to the rest of my life. If there are any finance people, teachers, or nurses in the crowd, I encourage you to go say hi to them. They're pretty awesome. They're sitting right over there if you'd like to go see them later. And to my baby brother, Timmy, thank you for keeping me humble all these years and for not being angry that I stole your room at home this summer. To the rest of you, I'd like to thank you and the entire Alumni Association and the UD faculty for their continued commitment to the Blue Hen community. I have personally benefited from your generosity and service to this school in more ways than I can count. I've traveled the world and pursued 4 different types of internships that would have otherwise been inaccessible to me. I've enjoyed the amenities and events on our campus has to offer, and most importantly, I've had the privilege of meeting many of you tonight and at prior events. Especially now, as the value of higher education seems to be degraded with every headline, I thank you for your continued commitment to ensuring the UD experience is accessible and enriching to all of our students. It does not go unnoticed. I am forever grateful for my time here and the support I have received. It has been a great privilege. And maybe in a few years, when I'm no longer a broke college grad begging for a job, I'll seek opportunities to help future students enjoy that privilege too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Grace. You and Bella are both such great examples of what it means to be a Blue Hen. We're all excited to see what you'll do in the future as you begin your next chapters as UD alumni. This next group of honorees epitomize what it means to be great Blue Hens and to give back to their alma mater. The UD Alumni Association's Outstanding Alumni Awards honor 2 alumni in recognition of their exemplary volunteer work on behalf of the University of Delaware and/or the University of Delaware Alumni Association. Past recipients have been honored for their service and dedication to the university's class and affinity reunion efforts, college and department advisory councils and alumni boards, mentoring and hiring our Blue Hens and offering important internships, and with affinity alumni groups such as the Men's Crew Alumni Association and the Black Alumni Organization, just to name a few. You know, volunteers are vital and essential to many university departments and programs, and their impact is simply immeasurable. I'm pleased to welcome Marianne Lazarski, Director of Volunteer Programs in UD's Office of Development and Alumni Relations, to introduce our first Outstanding Alumni Award recipient.
Good evening. I'm Marianne Lazarski, a proud Blue Hen from the class of 1992. And it is my pleasure to be here this evening to introduce Carol Fleetwood Baker. Carol graduated from UD in 1989 with a degree in elementary education. Since then, her dedication and contributions to the Blue Hen community have been truly exceptional. For the past 9 years, Carol has led the efforts of the Kent-Sussex County's Blue Hen Regional Network. In this role, she organizes and promotes countless events, always going the extra mile to foster connection, participation, and Blue Hen pride in her local community. The Honorable Shante Hastings, a former ambassador in Southern Delaware, said it best. Carol is an extremely dedicated Blue Hen, planning events that appeal to alumni of all ages and interests. She is meticulous, organized, and always follows through. Her heart bleeds blue and gold. Carol's commitment to UD doesn't stop there. UD's interim athletic director, Jordan Skolnick, shared, Carol has been a tremendous supporter of Delaware athletics and truly exemplifies what it means to be Blue Hen built. Her willingness to volunteer her time as part of Team 302, a group of athletic donors, is a great example of how she helps advance athletics as part of the university's mission. On iHeartUD Giving Day, Carol leads by example, volunteering as a champion, sharing on social media, and inspiring fellow Blue Hens to give back. As a true Blue Hen and a proud member of the Delaware Diamond Society for 15 consecutive years, her generosity continues to shape the UD experience for today's students. Carol and her husband, Chris, proud Double Dells, are longtime football season ticket holders. Their Blue Hen spirit has taken them to 2 national championship games, and during the 2018 season, they had the opportunity to watch the final home game from the sidelines, an experience that Carol later described in her holiday card as the highlight of the year, the best day ever, and a bucket list item come true. Carol, congratulations on this well-deserved honor, and thank you for all that you do for our Blue Hen community.
Wow. Thank you, Mary Ann, for those kind words. I'd like to thank the Alumni Association for this award. It came as quite a surprise, and I have to tell you, I was out of town when the email arrived on April 1st, and I thought I was being pranked. And I'm like, what? But anyway, I am truly honored to receive this award. The education I received here at the University of Delaware was top-notch. I was ready to leave here and graduate and walk into a classroom and see all those 20-some little first graders, and I was ready to roll because of the fine faculty that is here at the University of Delaware and the placements that we had in the community. I'd like to do a special thank you to my husband and my family who are here. The 2 little ones that may make a little noise we were fortunate to have them in town. My daughters are in town wedding dress shopping for the youngest one, and so the timing was perfect that everybody gets to attend. I'd also like to thank my parents. They instilled in me the importance of volunteering in the community, and that's why I do what I do in the community and for the University of Delaware. Now, there are some people that think I'm a little obsessed at the University of Delaware. I have a hen den that is all decorated in blue and gold and Delaware memorabilia, my license plate, and my email address are Blue Hen. My wardrobe is mostly blue and gold. It's just me. And I also want to say thank you that I appreciate UDAA and the alumni staff for everything that they do to support us at our regional events. We could not do it without you. And so we encourage all alumni to come back and do regional events. Whether you live in Philadelphia or Florida or California, there's somewhere for you to meet and hang with other Blue Hens. So once again, I would like to thank you for this wonderful award. The University of Delaware is my happy place, and it always will be my happy place. Thank you. Go Hens!
Good evening. I'm Angelica Howard, Senior Director of Development for Lerner College of Business and Economics, and it's my pleasure to introduce Mary Ellen Payne. Mary Ellen earned both her Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing and her MBA from the Lerner College. In 2015, she retired as Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Verizon Communications, concluding a distinguished 35-year career in strategic marketing leadership. Throughout her career, even now in retirement, Mary Ellen's connection and service to UD remains unwavering. For more than 10 years, Mary Ellen has been involved with the Lerner Executive Mentoring Program. She has mentored numerous students, providing invaluable guidance as they transition from academia to the professional world. Her mentees have attested to her impactful advice on navigating jobs, interviews, salary negotiations, to being instrumental in securing successful career placements. When she shared she won this award with her mentees in true Mary Ellen fashion, her exact words were, "This award belongs just as much to all of you." One of her mentees responded saying, "I don't know where I'd be without you and your guidance. So proud to know you and could not think of someone more deserving." Another echoing the thoughts, adding, "You've made such a lasting impact on all of us. So well deserved and appreciated." And the comments continued. Mary Ellen has created a safe space for generations of her mentees to connect with one another, and her first mentee recently became a mentor herself, which speaks to the impact of leading by example and creating a culture of support between our current learner students and our alumni. In 2023, in recognition of her dedication to mentorship, she received the Brad Scott Excellence in Mentoring Award. Mary Ellen has played a pivotal role in the establishment and growth of Learner's Women's Leadership Initiative, serving as the first member of the steering committee. She was instrumental in creating student programming and addressing issues critical to women, especially in business, achieving meaningful leadership roles. Beyond her involvement with the Executive Mentoring Program and Women's Leadership Initiative, Mary Ellen also serves as a member of the Lerner College Dean's Advisory Board and the President's Leadership Council. She has served as Lerner College's undergraduate and graduate convocation She has served as Lerner College's undergraduate and graduation convocation speaker, sharing how her time at UD equipped her in countless ways for a fulfilling and prosperous life beyond anything she could have imagined, and how grateful she was for her time here in Newark. Anytime I connect with Mary Ellen, she is engaging in an activity that helps UD or her local community, whether it's making connections for someone or giving a presentation to hundreds of people on how to market themselves for job opportunities. Mary Ellen's enduring commitment to mentorship and leadership development embodies the spirit of the UDAA's Outstanding Alumni Award. I am grateful to know her and to have witnessed the profound impact she has on so many. Her passion, generosity, and unwavering dedication to empowering others continues to inspire me, and I have no doubt that she will continue to influence generations to come. So Mary Ellen, thank you for all that you do for our Blue Hen community. Everyone that encounters you feels so special to be a part of your life, and congratulations on being selected as one of the 2025 UDAA Outstanding Alumni recipients. Congratulations.
Thank you, Angelica, for those very generous words. A few weeks ago, Jill Gugino Ponte in the Lerner Career Center invited me to speak to students about mentoring. And I asked the students to recall a moment when someone believed in them before they believed in themselves, and how that teacher, coach, or friend's confidence in them lit a fire in them, because that's the benefit of mentoring. And as I said those words on the stage, I had my own personal aha, because it was here at UD where that belief first took root for me. Whether it was the head of residence life who trusted me as an undergraduate to be a hall director, or the professor who encouraged me to take the role of the advertising director of the review, or the opportunity as a graduate student to be a representative to a faculty committee. Those moments of confidence lit a fire inside of me and carried me through my entire career at Verizon. I have to admit, once I graduated, I didn't think about UD often. Life got busy. But in 2011, my son John Mike and my nephew Kyle both enrolled, and suddenly UD was back in my life. Now, largely it was in 20-minute drive-bys, a bite to eat, a quick update, and always the parental contribution of $20. But watching their unique college experience unfold reminded me of how formative mine had been. That's when I knew I needed to give back. And Angelica and her predecessors in development identified many meaningful opportunities for me. And while I've been really proud to serve on several advisory council, it's been my work in mentoring Lerner College students that has completely reignited my passion. Because mentoring isn't just about polishing that resume, it's those long-term conversations. It's the discussions about how to navigate the difficult conversations, to how to make big decisions, and figuring out what success actually looks like for them. And watching these young professionals grow, that's my greatest reward. All of my mentees pay it forward. And as Angelica mentioned, my first mentee, Lindsay Calabrese, became an official Lerner College mentor this year. And right now, over in Lerner, Lexi Gilbert, another mentee, is receiving the Rising Star Award. And she's actually my fourth mentee to receive that award, and that just fills me with pride. I'm truly honored to receive this Distinguished Alumni Award. I'm grateful for the people and the experience at UD that believed in me before I believed in myself, because it really changed my life. And it's an honor now to help others find their fire. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol and Mary Ellen, for all you've done for UD and our Blue Hen community. We have one final group of distinguished individuals we are proud to honor today. In recognition of the many notable achievements of his alumni, the University of Delaware and the UD Alumni Association established the Alumni Wall of Fame in 1984. In January of that year, the initial photographic exhibit honoring 54 prominent alumni was displayed. Former students of the Reverend Francis Allison School, the New Ark Academy, Newark College, Delaware College, and the University of Delaware were selected for their professional and public service achievements. Since the initial 1984 ceremony, 301 alumni have been inducted into the Alumni Wall of Fame in recognition of their professional and public service excellence, their impact on their industry, as well as their continued engagement with their alma mater. Tony Allen, president of Delaware State University and a member of the classes of 1993 and 2001, will introduce our first inductee.
Good evening. Before I begin, I want to take a point of personal privilege, even though this is not the university that I represent. It's good to be home. And if you tell anybody that in Dover, I will deny that I ever said that. I'd like President Asanis and First Lady Eleni to join me on stage with my wife, Tara Allen. I am pleased to tell you all that I was on the search committee to bring President Asanis to the university. And when you get Dennis, you get Eleni. And that's a real benefit. I served on the Board of Trustees here for 8 years and then took over as provost and then president at Delaware State. And we call each other brother president. Sometimes it can be a lonely, lonely job. But I can tell you in every moment of challenge, accomplishment, or opportunity, I get a call from that man. And I hope he feels the same for me. So to you, Dennis, and to you, Eleni, we just want to say we love you. We have a small token of appreciation for you. And you have done so well for my beloved alma mater. God bless you. He's always bossing me around. Thank you. Now, it is a pleasure to be here this evening to introduce the first Alumni Wall of Fame inductee, Major General James Andrew Benson, the embodiment of a man who loves his family, leads with unmitigated passion and resolve, maintains an extraordinary commitment to our beloved alma mater, and still, after all these years, cannot dance. I have known General Benson since I was 14 years old. He made a huge impression on me. To be clear, it wasn't because he had a distinguished title. He was not known then as an exceptional orator or scholar or business person. No, General Benson was, is, and will always be a soldier. A soldier who started his military career in 1987 in the Navy Reserves and then transferred to the Delaware Army National Guard to earn his commission in 1990 right here at the University of Delaware. A soldier among many who was deployed in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. A soldier who regularly moved up the ranks, known for his sense of urgency, caring spirit, and commitment to the fundamentals of the Guard and the positive effects on his life. To be clear, ladies and gentlemen, Major Benson was my inspiration to attend the University of Delaware. When we were in high school, B ran track and played basketball. Many hamburgers ago, I ran track and played basketball. In college, B became a blue hen, so I needed to be a blue hen. B pledged Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, so I needed to be a Kappa. It was simple. He was then and remains now my big brother and my role model. I did not always follow all the things that B wanted me to do. For instance, I can dance. And as an undergraduate student, I was a routine attendee right here at the university of all weekend parties, whereas General Benson was routinely meeting the demands of the Guard for weekend duty, special missions, and summer exercises. He went on to earn his bachelor's degree, as you know, and then his master's degree from Wilmington University, and his master's of strategic studies from the Army War College. He continues to make significant contributions wherever he goes. He led the efforts right here at UD to create the Kappa Alpha Psi Scholarship in memory of one of our fraternity brothers and has raised over $90,000. He served as the champion and chair for the James Newton Scholarship Fund, which raised over $60,000 right here at UD. He maintains mentoring relationships throughout the DMV region in Virginia and gives his time and talent and resources to his home church. And most importantly, he does not miss a birthday or special event for the many godchildren, including my firstborn son, who call him Uncle B. On January 30th, 2025, days after the death of his mother, Marilyn Benson, the first African-American woman to become the United States Postmaster for the state of Delaware, General Benson was sworn in as the Adjutant General of the Delaware National Guard, making him the first African-American to lead the Guard in 122 years. As the highest-ranking military officer in the state, his responsibility is for the readiness of the Guard, including 1,500 soldiers and 1,100 airmen. Ladies and gentlemen, at his swearing in, appropriately, General Benson started with, I, James Andrew Benson, son of Marilyn Benson. It was a defining moment for us all. I could go on about my brother, but let me end my introduction this way. To everybody, he's General Benson. To me, he's just B. Brave, brilliant, benevolent, balanced, befitting, and balanced, and boundless. Today, I'm just happy to say, B, I love you. Congratulations, you found your place of usefulness and honor in the world, and Mother Benson is incredibly proud.
Dr. Asanas, thank you for your tenure here and best wishes to you and your family in your future endeavors. I want to thank the UD Alumni Association, the entire Blue Hen community for the Wall of Fame selection, and Dr. Tony Allen, lifelong friend, president of Delaware State University, friend since he was 14, I was 15. Lifelong friend for the nomination, but I'm gonna summarize. He said a lot, so I don't have to say too much, but I thank you for the friendship. I thank you for the experiences and the life that we've led. Because if you would have said that at 14 and 15, that I'd be a major general in charge of the Delaware National Guard, and he'd be Dr. Allen, president of Delaware State University, the odds would be like, yeah, right. And those who were here on campus probably said the same thing. Them two right there, they all right, but I don't think so. So I am grateful for all the experiences and for his friendship, and to his wife, Tara, thank you. And to my family that are here, my brother and sister-in-law, my friends that are here, thank you for your support over the years and to continue as we go on this journey. My experience at the University of Delaware was initially shaped by my track coaches, Jim Fisher and John Flickinger, and my fellow track mates, athletes. And that was how to be a good teammate. In order to be a good leader, you got to be a good follower. And it started back in the 80s when I was here at the University of Delaware. I learned valuable leadership and organizational skills throughout my membership in Kappa Alpha Psi here at the University of Delaware campus. I'm grateful to have been on campus with Dr. James Newton, Chuck Stone, Dr. James Souls, Dr. Norma Gaines Hanks, Dr. Teresa Bruce, Dr. Terry Whitaker, and Ron Winnington. As stated, I enlisted in the Navy Reserves because I needed some extra money, and book money and things like that, and also running track while I was a student here. Finished my undergraduate degree here at the University of Delaware. That enabled me to attend officer candidate school when I transferred to the Delaware Army National Guard to begin my military career as an officer. Fast forward several years, a couple deployments, a couple active duty assignments, promoted to Major General, and appointed, as Dr. Allen stated, 30 January as the Adjutant General of the state of Delaware. I'm forever grateful for my experience, total experience, be it as a student, athlete. I worked in the admissions office for a couple of years here at the University of Delaware, and lifelong friends that I've known from my undergraduate days. So thank you all, and good night. Thank you.
Following that's not easy. How do you do that? Like I said to Carl earlier, this must be an important event. I'm missing the Phillies game. So, anybody know the score? It's true. Hi, everyone. I'm Bill Deering. I'm a recently retired faculty member in the Visual Communications program in the Department of Art and Design, and I'm pleased here this evening to introduce the next Alumni Wall of Fame inductee, Carl Lieberman. I've had the pleasure of knowing Carl since 1996. Carl is currently the Global Chief Creative Officer of Wieden Kennedy. Since the beginning of 2021, Carl has led Wieden Kennedy's global network of more than 1,500 employees across 10 offices in 9 countries, alongside Chief Officer Neil Arthur. His career began after graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Arts from the University of Delaware in 1999 in visual communications. He honed his skills as both an art director and a copywriter at agencies including Euro RSCG, now Havas, Mother London, and TBWA Chiat Day. In 2006, while working under creative director Jeff Kling, Carl partnered with Brandon Henderson to co-create the iconic The Most Interesting Men in the World campaign for Dos Equis. After joining Wieden & Kennedy Portland in 2008 to work on Nike, he penned and creatively directed the emotional Emmy Award-winning 2010 P&G Thank You Moms Olympic campaign. In 2015, he helped bring back the kernel for Kentucky Fried Chicken in surprising and unexpected ways, leading to over 13 consecutive quarters of growth for the brand. That same year, he was tapped to lead Wieden & Kennedy's New York office, where he helped spearhead the creation of another famous beer campaign, Bud Light's Dilly Dilly. Under his creative leadership, Wieden & Kennedy grew from 165 to over 500 employees and won new businesses, including Michelob Ultra, Atlantic, Google, OkCupid, Heinz, Ford, and McDonald's. Carl has helped shape the voices of brands around the world, including DoorDash, Old Spice, Delta, Budweiser. His work has been recognized with accolades from The One Show, D&AD, the Clios, Art Directors Club, the Cannes, including the Grand Prix, titanium, gold, silver, and bronze lions, as well as multiple gold Effies for effectiveness. His work has also been added several times to MoMA's permanent collection. Carl is an active member of the Ad Council, a nonprofit whose mission is to convene the best storytellers in education and unite and uplift the opening hearts, inspiring action, and accelerating change. Carl has stayed deeply connected with UD's Department of Art and Design, the College of Art and Sciences. He was instrumental in establishing a 4-year Wieden & Kennedy Scholarship for underrepresented students in the Visual Communications program. He has created numerous internship opportunities for UD students at Wieden & Kennedy, hired multiple UD alumni, and Carl and his family have established a student enrichment program in the Department of Art and Design to support learning opportunities for students. Additionally, Carl serves on the College Art and Science Dean's Advisory Council, Advisory Council. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate Carl on his induction to the Alumni Wall of Fame. He's a special person, man. He can really write, and he's really creative. Carl, thank you very much.
All right, thank you to the university. Thank you to my wife, Amy, our amazing kids, Edie and Ray, to my friends that made it here tonight. Thank you all, and to obviously my professor, Bill Deering, just the absolute best, as well as professors Bill Starkey, Robin, Ashley, and most importantly, a very special thanks to the open bar. And the heavy hors d'oeuvres, the cucumbers with the stuff in them, they were really delicious. I'm humbled by this honor, but maybe a bit more confused. To be honest, I'm kind of concerned that there may be some kind of mix-up. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be here amongst this group. For the Wall of Fame, we're honoring a major general, and then me. Major General James A. Benson, thank you for your service and for all that you've done for our country. You've been awarded Bronze Stars, a NATO Medal, Army and Air Force Commendation Medals, and many more honors throughout your storied career. Whereas I make beer ads. And we're honoring Joe McDonough, truly an inspiration. Thank you for all that you do, raising incredible and meaningful amounts of money for the families of kids with cancer. Joe, you should know that I also make ads for the all-new, tender, juicy, peppery, 4-piece McChicken strips with creamy chili dip, available for a limited time only. I would say, I guess today is kind of the amazing thing about this university because it helps us all find our own paths and our own ways, no matter who we are. During my time here, I was at best an inconsistent student. Some semesters I did make the dean's list. Some semesters I had a professor of Sociology 101 ask me via email if I had ever actually attended one of his classes. I hadn't really. But I did end up getting a D-. And hey, it counted for the credits, and that's what we can all agree is the most important part of the higher education process. A couple years into my time in the visual communications in the fine arts department program, it got to the point where I was unsure if I was going to be able to stay in the program. My grades weren't great, my work was often mediocre at best, but Professor Deering pulled me aside one day and said something really simple, but it changed my life. He said, "You're funny. There's always a job in advertising for someone funny." Bill, that moment changed my life because after that I started to actually lean into more of who I was, not who I thought I was supposed to be. UD helped me start to find my voice and to channel my own personal interests into my work, whether it was with sports, go Birds, or comedy, or emotional films, or of course the aforementioned burgers and beer. The latter two of which I did study at great lengths during my time here. Starting to find my voice helped me get my first job, get my first break on Dos Equis, and then find a true home at Wieden+Kenney, where I've been since I was 29, and where I've been able to live a dream of working on amazing brands like Nike with truly amazing people. I will forever be grateful to UD and to its community of alumni for all of it, because when you get to do what you love, the rest will come. So thank you all. Go Blue Hens.
Hello, good evening. My name is Allie McDonough, a member of UD's class of 2012. I am proud to be here this evening to introduce our next Alumni Wall of Fame inductee, my father, Joe McDonough. In 1983, Joe earned a Bachelor of Arts in Communication from the University of Delaware. For over 40 years, Joe held marketing positions in the consumer products, nonprofit, and financial services industries, including a role as Senior Vice President in the credit card division at JPMorgan Chase. Following the tragic loss of his 14-year-old son, my brother Andrew, to leukemia in 2007, Joe transformed his grief into purpose by founding the Andrew McDonough Be Positive Foundation. Be Positive was Andrew's blood type and became our motto to be positive. Today, the Be Positive Foundation is one of the largest childhood cancer charities in the world and is the largest provider of financial assistance to families of children with cancer in the United States. In 2024, the Be Positive Foundation financially assisted over 4,000 families with nearly $6 million. Joe oversees the Be Positive Foundation's world-class scientific advisory board to fund critical, cutting-edge childhood cancer research through which discoveries are already being made globally. The foundation has funded more than 250 childhood cancer research grants and provides psychosocial support to families. The Be Positive Foundation was named one of the top 100 charities in the country by Chase and Facebook and has been recognized by the NFL, Major League Baseball, and other leagues and teams. Additionally, he received the Jefferson Award for Public Service. Joe has been an invited guest at President Obama's State of the Union address and has been featured on the Today Show. He co-founded the Coalition Against Childhood Cancer, the largest childhood cancer advocacy group, and is a member of the Alliance for Childhood Cancer with frequent presence on Capitol Hill. He is a patient representative on the Syndax Pharmaceuticals board and was asked to be a reviewer on a National Cancer Institute study. He maintains strong ties to UD, where he met his wife, my mom, in Rodney Dormitory. He is a consistent donor to the university and a loyal Blue Hen athletics fan. The Be Positive Foundation partners with UDANCE, the university's largest student-run philanthropic organization, which has grown from raising $25,000 in its early years to breaking $1.8 million this year. Dad, congratulations on your induction into the Alumni Wall of Fame.
I'm glad I didn't write a speech because I would not be able to see through the tears. What's better than having your daughter introduce you? To all the recipients, congratulations. And to General and Carl, I sincerely am honored to be in your company as an inductee in the Wall of Fame. And General, to reiterate Carl's statement, I thank you for your service to our country. President Sanis, Eleni, especially Bill and the Alumni Association, I am so deeply humbled and appreciative of this honor. I love the University of Delaware, and I have my whole life. I remember coming to football games with my dad when I was 5 or 6 years old. I'm one of 5 kids, and my parents, Jack and Margie McDonough, made it possible through a lot of sacrifice for all 5 of us to go to college and 4 of us to the University of Delaware. I wouldn't be a blue hen without them. My time here in Newark changed my life. I met lifelong friends. I learned about subjects and careers that I didn't even know existed. And the best part of it all, I met the love of my life. As Allie said, on the first day of school, sophomore year in Rodney Dormitory, this girl comes in, and I made the trek to Newark all the way from Claymont, Delaware. And she came from Brussels, Belgium, to Newark. So our General Navy family. She came here because Delaware had a program with Fashion Institute of Technology. I've tried to tell her for a long time it was for me, but I have not had much success there. My wife and I got married a month out of college, 21 years old, and unemployed. I spend a lot of time with students here, and I tell them, don't try this at home. Next month, though, I will be married 42 years. As I said at the top, what's better than having your daughter nominate you? And Allie, Dr. Allie McDonough Spano, class of 2012, sister of Alpha Delta Pi, you know, I live to make you and your mom and your brother proud. And I hope you're feeling that tonight. And ironically, I said about lifelong friends, my wife is not here tonight. Months and months and months ago, she made plans with her college roommates to go away this weekend. So she's with her roommates in Asheville, North Carolina. I want to thank the 3 people that wrote letters of support for me. My partner in building the Be Positive Foundation is Carly Bergstein, class of 2009 and former president of Alpha Epsilon Phi. And the other 2 friends who are not here today, but I want to acknowledge them, are Senator Chris Coons and Ambassador Jack Markell. What I'm about to say now, Bill, I hope you take it in the spirit I mean it. I mean no disrespect, but honestly, this is bittersweet, standing up here, because I know I'm being recognized for my life post-2007. My son went from a healthy high school freshman at Salesianum to being in the hospital for 167 days in the ICU through 50 operations, 4 strokes, and a brain aneurysm before dying in his 16-year-old sister's arms. As much as I appreciate all of the recognition and awards and opportunities, I would trade it all to have my boy back. But I can't do that. I know that. But I thank God and I thank my family for giving me the strength to find a way to survive, to cope, and even live in a world without Andrew McDonough. No parent wants to think their child's ever going to be forgotten. And the students that I work with here at the University of Delaware on UDANCE make me so proud to be a Blue Hen. And they've gotten to know Andrew, and they've kept Andrew alive. And while Chris, Allie, and I are proud graduates, proud Blue Hens, they too, the students of UDANCE, have made my son Andrew a proud Blue Hen. So on behalf of Chris, Allie, and myself, thank you so much for honoring me with this great recognition. God bless you all.
Congratulations to all our honorees. Your achievements and successes make us proud and carry on the UD legacy. Please stay in touch and know we hope to see you at next year's award celebration. With that, let's give all of our honorees another round of applause. A special thank you to those who nominated our award recipients. I hope that next year, many of you feel inspired to nominate a Blue Hen you believe best exemplifies the award criteria. I'd like to thank the Alumni Association's Awards Committee for the outstanding job they did in selecting this year's honorees. I'd also like to recognize my fellow UDAA board members for their service and dedication to the university and to the Alumni Association. Through their loyalty, support, and enthusiasm, they continually demonstrate that they are Blue Hens forever. And as a bit of a surprise to her, I'd also like to recognize Lauren Simeone, who's Associate Vice President of Alumni Engagement, who simply tirelessly partners with the UDAA to make things happen. So, will Lauren and all current and past board members here today please stand or wave to be recognized? At our 2019 award celebration, the UD Alumni Association announced its commitment to create a new home and recognition space for the names of all the award recipients and association past presidents. The Alumni Circle, located between Alumni Hall and the Little Bob, was announced its commitment to create a new home and recognition space for the names of all the award recipients and association past presidents, and is located near the Alumni Hall and Little Bob, and its shape is intentionally round, signifying the lifelong, never-ending relationship we hope all Blue Hens have with our alma mater. This space has become a special location for gatherings and celebrations, one that showcases the many generations of Blue Hen leaders and role models for our students. If you've not already done so, I encourage you to visit the Alumni Circle before you leave campus. Earlier this year, the UD Alumni Association committed to another gift to the university, this time a bronze statue of our beloved Blue Hen. I want to thank Dennis Asanas for his support of this project. We're working towards a homecoming 2025 dedication and look forward to sharing more information about that soon. So on behalf of the entire UD Alumni Association Board of Directors, Thank you for celebrating with us this evening. Please join us now in the lobby for the reception honoring the recipients.